All right, here we go. I'm gonna cut up this thing here. I don't like to cry, so I got this cutter here that cuts the onion up. Just cut it up nice and easy. I don't have no issues. Everything pretty good proportion. I found this little cutter here. I was like a lifesaver because I don't like cutting up onions, you know. And boom, get everything done all together. You see, onion done cut up already. So I'm gonna get a couple of these right here. This is my sweet pepper that goes in there nice and smooth. Another one, nice and smooth. Everything gathered up in the bottom. What I like about this is that I don't have to go through all of that cutting. I don't like to wait, and since I want something quick, this cutter here make it so easy for me just to do it where everything is all proportion. I'm gonna put one jalapeno for right now because my little breezer, she don't like it too hot, but I'm just saying that, but I'm putting two. All right. It's a Scotch bonnet that makes it super hot. So look at that, everything is done already. You see. So all I have to do is just bring my little bowl over here and I'm dumping. Look at that. Everything is already done, clean. All right, so my season is already done. And then I'm gonna put the scallion in there. I'm gonna put the scallion. This now I have to cut up because it's gonna get stuck inside of the thing. So I'm cutting up the seasoning right now. This is the scallion. There you go. Cut up that rotted. You see. And I like to cut it all the way down to the stem. You know, and I like to have it to be a little bit longer instead of fine cut. That way, when you have it inside of there, you can identify that this is scallion you're eating, right? And then I'm going to drop the tomato in there. I like my tomato to be a little bit smaller, but the reason why I use the sweet pepper is that it gives it a little color, you know, because the regular bully beef that we cook back home is just, most of the time, there's no tomatoes in there. There's nothing. It's just the cabbage by itself. So I like a little color in my food. I like my food to look pretty with the green and the red and the orange and things like that. So that's why I give it the sweet pepper in it, so that way it can have that type of color, right? So I'm cutting this up right now. Throw it away. I think I'm just gonna go with one tomato today because I don't want this to over domineer my my bully beef, because I still like to taste my bully beef same time, you know. So I'm gonna just leave one out. The carrots, I'm gonna drop my carrots in there. That's already cut up. This is one of the things that we don't normally use, but if you try using carrots in it, trust me, it'll be like the best that you ever tasted. So I'm cutting up my carrots, my cabbage right now. Hope you can see. And I like mine to be like lightly sliced. I don't like for it to be too thick. So I'm cutting this down, and then I'm putting it in there. With this here, I don't even have to add any water to it because the cabbage make its own water once I put it in the pot. But I still like for it to be a little thin, you know, instead of thick cut. If you notice, I'm doing very thin cuts. All right, very thin cuts. And this is just a quick boat I'm running, you know. I'm just running a quick boat right here, so that way I can eat fast. The rice is already done. I cut off some of this dark stuff that's on this cabbage. You know, I don't like that kind of stuff. And the rest of it now, I just can cut it like any kind of way. Cut it smaller, and this will be able to cook down and turn gravy when I cut it small like that. at least the big ones now, when I cut it like that and leave it just like that, it'll be able to at least taste the cabbage, you know, the layers of the cabbage. But this right here, I try to do it small so that way it can cook down and turn to like gravy. All right, so that's that on that. So I got everything inside of there. Clean off my cutting board. Throw everything out. All right. Let me put that to the side. And so one of the things I always do before I mixed up everything, you know, turn everything over like that. That way my cabbage is mixed up with my seasoning. So it'll be all over the place, not just the cabbage on top and you know, the vegetable. So I kind of like turn it over, mix it up, you know, and then I'm gonna do the season of it. So one of the secrets that you have to do here is that you have to season your vegetables, because if you don't season it up, it's gonna come out tasting bland, and I don't like no bland food. So let me go get some of the ingredients I use to season up with. Hold the horses for 1 second. Go on easy. All right, so here we go. Well, this is a little bit of cilantro. This gives it a different kick. So I'm gonna put some cilantro in there. Give it a nice little flavor there. I got my black pepper. I'm gonna cut some black pepper in it. And this is like pimento that's in here, but I'm doing it. I'm doing the grind, you know, so you can get the nice fresh black pepper in there, right? See that? Watch that. Watch the ride. And I like a little bit of kick with this fresh pepper. When you do it, it tastes very fresh with this grounded pepper that's in there. And I love it like that. So you can try this anytime. And then I like my little pepper here. If you notice, I'm a pepper man. So I put my red pepper in there. Just a little bit of the seed and the crushed red pepper. I put that in there. All right. And then a little bit of this Cajun seasoning. Just to give it another spunk. If you notice, I really like seasoning. A little bit of cayenne pepper. A little bit of cayenne, just a little bit, not too much, because you don't want it to be red, too red. And then I'm going to put some garlic in it, garlic salt, not garlic,